Back to the Pittsburgh offensive alignment. When they go to the extra receiver, you'll see Chris Callaway. This is called the spread in Pittsburgh terminology. And his lips in motion. And Brister on the roll. Has nowhere to go and runs it out. He was chased by the outside linebacker, Jerry Robinson.
This was just a busted play.
And again, the inside handoff. Good second effort by Merrill Hodge. A look at the Raider front seven, starting at the left defensive end. Scott Davis replacing Howie Long, who dislocated a toe last week. Bob Golick has been playing very well, as have the linebackers Robinson, Ellison, and Benson. And when the Raiders go to what they call the bandit in the passing defensive situation, Terry McDaniel and rookie Turin Dorn come in. That is the normal secondary. The rookie Gary Lewis from Alcorn State. Pittsburgh from their 31. High snap. And Brister with time, lots of time, and is able to complete for the first down. Lewis Lips. Hit down by Ricky Ellison. 8-yard advance, first quarter. And again, to the ground for Worley this time, as the Steelers mix it up.
The offense concerned, they're just hoping by the third game here they can get it together.
It is a 2nd and 5 on a sweep. Hodge to midfield for a Pittsburgh first down. He went for 8. The free safety, Eddie Anderson, on the stop. Paul, the new offensive coordinator, Joe Walton, changed all the terminology. As you mentioned, changed the cadence, and this club has not been able to get going. That's Worley. And a penalty flag is thrown. The first of the day.
They're allowed to be down there on a screen pass.
Off the play action. It is completed to Derek Hill. And another Pittsburgh first down. And a first down at the Raider 32-yard line. Long drive for Pittsburgh. Ball for Richard Bell. He picked up 12. A 12th round draft pick. Only his second carry in the NFL. Penalty markers down, and the play is whistled dead.
Number 65, Jackson, the left offensive tackle, moved before the play started.
You saw 10th play of the drive, 1st and 15. And again, Brister with the time and completes inside the 15-yard line. He picked up 13 on the play.
He said yesterday, we hope our offense is starting to come together.
The late handoff, the hole was there, and then Hodge was stopped. Have the ball right from the opening kickoff, so they've had it for 8 minutes. It's a 3rd down and 4. Brister throwing high and wide. A penalty flag is down. He had Hodge at the far side. Greg Townsend on the coverage.
I think we may have holding against the Raiders.
Brister adjusting at the line. Hodge picks up about 3. Merrill Hodge stopped by Scott Davis. Richard Bell is now split to the left. Lewis Lips to the right. And Brister goes left. Incomplete. Intended for the tight end, Mike Mularkey. Covered by outside linebacker Tom Benson. From the 6. Mularkey in motion. The ball was fumbled by Hodge. And he was able to recover. Covered up by Davis and Townsend. Will have to try and settle for a 31-yard field goal. Gary Anderson has come on. The holder, Dan Straczynski. And the kick is good. But they had the football for a very long time and had to settle for 3 points after a most impressive drive. Hurry-up offense being utilized here by the Raiders. It is a 2nd down and 6. Nice hole from Marcus Allen. Getting out to the 34, picked up 10. Free safety Larry Griffin on the tackle. Marcus Allen, the Raiders' all-time leading rusher. And in the passing alignment, what they call the TNT, Tim Brown checks in. And the give to Allen.
Marv, the Raiders came out and they're in a hurry-up offense because they're right at the line of scrimmage. Well, I'll let you get the defense and then we'll explain a little bit.
All right, the Steelers front seven of Willis, Williams, and Evans. Evans, the new name in there, former Ram, former Eagle. Excellent linebackers, Hinkle, Nickerson, Little, and Lloyd. In passing situations, Jenkins and Davidson come on along with Jones and Everett. And the normal secondary has Larry Griffin as the starter free safety at the 40. Raiders have the extra wideouts in there. And Schrader throws the middle. Right at the first down marker, Tim Brown took the pop from the inside linebacker, Hardy Nickerson.
They want to get some one-on-one matchups, and this keeps the Steelers in their basic defense.
Schrader has a first down at the 45. Second back coming through is Allen. Walloping New England. These are all finals. San Diego able to beat Cleveland. We'll get back to the scores in a moment. Another first down for the Raiders. Allen for 7 more. Stopped by the free safety Griffin. First down at the 43-yard line in Pittsburgh territory. Schrader with the short side, and it's deflected. The pass intended for Fernandez.
Brian Hinkle gets out as a linebacker, and that's what you really have to do is get outside and take that real short lane away. That helps the corner. It's almost a double coverage against the Raiders' gap defense. We have to take all the gaps away, and Marcus Allen, he seems to be finding those gaps.
And again, Raiders get to the line in a hurry. Allen trying to get outside, gets inside the 40-yard line. Again, it's Griffin making the stop. Woodson also involved, and penalty flags are tossed.
He's not happy. Personal foul, that's 15 yards. You just don't make these kind of mistakes when you're a struggling football team.
Personal foul, number 24, defense, 15-yard penalty. After the play, first down.
Off the pitch, Allen. And he is bumped out of bounds by Griffin. Second down and 9 at the Pittsburgh 23. Allen is driven back by the nose tackle, Gerald Williams. Final seconds of the quarter. Penalty flags thrown. Pass is completed, but the play whistle dead. It will not count. Ethan Horton will come right back. And a quickie first quarter. Well, the Raiders in Seattle last week played a game in under 2 hours and 40 minutes. Schrader on the keeper, stopped by the nose tackle Gerald Williams. Jaeger, 3-year man from University of Washington, hit on a 49-yard field goal last week against Seattle. His only field goal attempt of the season. Angle to the left. And Jaeger's kick is good. Raiders and Steelers are tied at 3. We'll be back in a moment. And Brister completes. It's a first down. He combines with the tight end Mike Mularkey, a 7-yard pickup of the 90 season. Merrill Hodge broke 1 tackle, but then was hit down by a combination of Townsend and Benson. Got a yard, that's it. Ricky Ellison, the middle linebacker. Plan B free agent out of the San Francisco 49er organization on the stop. Third down, 8. Play action, and Brister completes and has another first down with Mularkey. Terry McDaniel on the stop, 13-yard pickup. McDaniel replacing the rookie corner Gary Lewis, who was injured in the first quarter, and he is in at left corner. Brister on first down. He is going deep, and it is picked off. Eddie Anderson on the interception. Last week in Cincinnati, Anderson with a 12-tackle performance. 5-year man from Fort Valley State has come up with the interception. Raiders first down from their 36-yard line. 5.5 gone by. And the the second quarter. Marcus Allen working the left side. Hardy Nickerson on the stop. It is a 3rd and 3. And that is short of the first down. Good tackle by David Little, the inside linebacker. The movie 𝐀𝐦𝐞𝐫𝐢𝐜𝐚𝐧, followed by She Said No. Merrill Hodge hit one of the officials in the process as he picked up the first down. Incidentally, who certainly got involved in that last play. And here's Hodge again, and the Steelers running well. In fact, that 14-yard run by Hodge a moment ago, the longest from scrimmage this season. 3rd down and 7 for Brister. Lips in motion. Brister throwing on the run. And let's see what the call is. It is complete to Derek Hill. First down from their 45-yard line. Hill in motion. Play action by Brister. And a bullet pass just short of the first down. Completed to Malarkey. A 9-yard advance. And reportedly has fallen out of favor here in Los Angeles. Louis Lips on the completion inside the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Jerry Robinson on the stop. Speculation continues concerning the future of Steve Beuerlein. There he is. He was effective last year in taking over for Schrader, but Beuerlein missed all of training camp in a holdout. 2nd down and 4, and the ball bobbled. Raiders say they have it. They do. Raiders recover. Bob Golick on the recovery. Raiders take over on the fumble recovery by Golick from the 41. Here's Allen off the option, throwing deep, and it backfires. Picked off by Rod Woodson. He lateraled. Try to get it to Larry Griffin, but Griffin is brought down. So that option pass play did not work against Houston with his first interception of the season. So Brister on first down, able to complete out to the 40 for a first down. Dwight Stone on a 14-yard pass play. The free safety, Eddie Anderson, made the stop. The AFC Championship game. First down at the 40. 2 minutes to go. First half, and Brister completes again. Louis Lips with his 3rd catch of the day by Jaeger. That has been it. Brister with the time. And it is short of the first down. Richard Bell taking a shot from the outside linebacker, Jerry Robinson. About a yard. And that is a first down. Malarkey cutting across. Able to pick it up. So Malarkey with his 4th reception.
And every pass that Malarkey has caught so far in his first half, he is not the primary target.
Brister now being chased. It is called a sack. In the grasp, under control. Mike Wise on the sack. And Bubby Brister shaken up. Mike Wise goes 6'7", about 270. A loss of 12. And Brister hit again. And let's see if they call it a fumble. Apparently it was a fumble. And it was covered up by Pittsburgh. 𝐀𝐦𝐞𝐫𝐢𝐜𝐚 on the recovery. A couple of field goals. That has been it. 2 struggling offensive clubs, 2 of the better defensive teams, and they go 3-3 at the half.
When they had the ball for 15 plays, they went down the field. They ended up with a field goal. Everything else, nothing.
Pittsburgh.
All right, look at here. Here you go again with the Raiders. Marv, when they had to play for ball for 13 plays, they ended up with a field goal.
But it's never been a touch passer. Strictly the strong arm. Now he goes short. That's a nice touch pass. Greg Bell on the reception, hit down by Rod Woodson. It'll set up a 2nd down and 3.
All they've been able to do is hit the short stuff.
And Schrader again, short range. This time sideline has a first down with Mervyn Fernandez. David Johnson bumped him out. 15-yard play. Probably October 21st for the game against the Chargers. Probably checked in the week before. Fernandez, another first down on that hookup. Johnson on the stop. This one for 18 yards.
They can play, Schrader and Fernandez can play catch all afternoon if they wanted to.
And Mervyn Fernandez to the right. First down at the 24. Greg Bell. It's a third down and 4 at the 18. And as Bell battling for a first down, flag has been thrown. With a 45-yard field goal attempt, he hit from 40 earlier. And he has been on target from long range. He hit a 49-yarder last week, and today he connects from 40 and from 45. Fence over the first couple of weeks, but Bubby, you get the idea, has pulled back somewhat. Now the hole for Hodge. And he gets across the 45. Rick Townsend, Mike Harden combining 8-yard pickup by Dan Land. Raiders have already lost a cornerback, Gary Lewis. Merrill Hodge gunning for the first down. Say anything bad, say it about me. And Brister answered, yeah, and I'll be in the Canadian League.
Well, this is another time where you got to figure out where they mark the ball.
It was Aaron Wallace, the rookie out of Texas A&M, who did the drilling, and again they call for the yardsticks.
They only had half of the ball to go, and they picked it up.
Pittsburgh at the Raider, 43, Hill in motion, and penalty flags are down. Third quarter, Raiders 6, Steelers 3, and it is almost picked off. Jerry Robinson had it diagnosed, could not hold on. And Fernandez right. Second down from the 37. That intended for Brown. Johnson covering Timmy Brown against the Raiders. Second down and 10. Brister could not find anyone, then dumps over the middle. Malarkey again, this time for 8. Robinson on the stop. Brister has hit his last 10 pass attempts. Make it 11 in a row as he has another short-range pop for a first down. This time Derek Hill on the reception. Terry McDaniel with the tackle. That is Bell 21 in motion. And Brister can't find anyone, and down he goes. At the 25-yard line, Greg Townsend gets credit for the sack, his third of the season, and the Raiders with their fourth of the day. Third down and 20. And down goes Brister. Aaron Wallace, the rookie from Texas A&M, with his second sack of the day. Raiders now have 5.
You've got Wallace making the sack, but what you're trying to do in a play-action situation is have Richard Bell, number 21, who was a halfback, trying to block a linebacker.
Second down, 10. Lots of time, and the ball rejected. Penalty flag has been thrown. Did like that one. First down at the 46. Bell started out as if it could have been a reverse. And it did not work. David Little on the stop. They lost 4 on that play. It's a second and 14. Schrader goes sideline. Beautifully thrown to Mervyn Fernandez. A 22-yard pass play and a first down. David Johnson on the tackle. 4th catch for Fernandez. Mervyn Fernandez in his 4th season in the NFL out of San Jose State after starring in the Canadian Football League. Steve Smith for 6.
And we'll talk about Smith in a moment, only 2 carries.
Second down and 4. Rick Bell looking for the first down, and he has it. It is a first down at the 25. Bell on the pitch. Bell with running room inside the 20. Carnell Lake, the strong safety, made the stop. 9-yard advance for Greg Bell. Greg Bell picks up the first down. 8 for 16, only 82 yards. A handoff for Bell. Inside the 5. Flag is thrown as Carnell Lake prevented Greg Bell from turning into the end zone. Raiders with a 6-3 lead on the Steelers. 3 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. It is Bell, and he is stopped. Hardy Nickerson, Lorenzo Freeman combined to stuff Greg Bell. It is a 3rd and goal at the 1. Here's Allen, and he is in for the score. Marcus Allen checking in to replace Greg Bell, and he took it in.
Isn't it amazing we have not seen Marcus Allen in the second half except for that play? One other play.
Point after by Jaeger. And the Raiders take a 13-3 lead.
Marcus Allen's going to go over Mosbar, number 72, who is a center, and also Max Montoya, the right guard, number 65. And he just slams into the end zone. Marcus is a tough player. Watch this. Watch Marcus take this ball and just slam right up the middle. I mean, he is met by Hardy Nickerson right there, number 54 at the line of scrimmage. But he gets through. Here comes Hardy Nickerson, number 54. Now watch this. Here comes a collision there. Touchdown.
Marcus Allen has had an interesting 2 weeks. Opening day, needed 10 stitches over his right eye. Last week, he even saw action at tight end and then threw the lead block on Greg Bell's game-winning touchdown. 13 plays, 59 yards, 6.5 minutes consumed. So the Raiders with a 13-3 lead. Worley and Hodge, the running backs. Hodge out across the 40, met by the left defensive end, Mike Wise.
We're into the 3rd game now, the first 2 games.
There's the 2nd and 6. And Brister in trouble, just throws it away. He has been sacked 5 times. Big rush led by Bob Golick. Back to the Coliseum in Los Angeles. Marv Albert with Paul McGuire. 10:02 to go, 4th quarter. And the Raiders back to the offense. Marcus Allen on the slant to the right. Collecting short yardage. Aaron Jones made the stop. Allen tries the other side and is tripped up at the 34 by Hardy Nickerson. Now Brown in the slot to the right. Schrader going deep. With a 66-yard touchdown.
He had double coverage on the outside. He had a short man and a deep man. He had Woodruff 49 out there and Griffin number 22. Look at Woodruff. Now he's the short guy. He's supposed to release them right here to Griffin. When Griffin doesn't get there, first of all, he doesn't get there. Second of all, when he does get there, he doesn't make the tackle. Now don't blame Woodruff because the defense should have been turned over to Griffin. He didn't get it.
Jeff Jaeger tags on the extra point. Fernandez, 5 catches, 130 yards, and the LA Raiders now lead the Pittsburgh Steelers by the score of 20-3.
From anywhere offensively.
Trying to think of his. It is incomplete. And down goes Brisker. That is sack number 6. Scott Davis comes up with this one. Davis in his 3rd season out of Illinois, 6'7", 275 pounds, and a guy who has surprising quickness for that size. Brzezinski running to Brown. And here's Timmy Brown. So that is the best return of the day. Carnell Lake made the tackle, 37-yard punt, and a 40-yard return by Tim Brown. The running backs. And it is Mueller carrying for only the 5th time this season. It's a 2nd down and 6 for the Raiders. Again, it is Mueller. So Art Shell resting the regulars. Steve does tight end Andy Parker. Picked up earlier this week following the injury by Mike Dial. Mueller with room on the outside has a 1st down. Run out by the free safety Larry Griffin. Vance Mueller in his 5th season out of Occidental College here in Los Angeles, a 4th-round draft pick back in '86. And extracurricular activity, Rod Woodson was right in the midst of it. James Fitzpatrick of the Raiders also involved as the flags come flying.
Rod Woodson hits Fitzpatrick right in the mouth with his hand. Now Fitzpatrick is 6'7", 320 pounds. Rod Woodson, here's Woodson downfield. Now first he's throwing the receiver away. That's okay, that's Holland. Now watch this, here's Fitzpatrick. Now watch what Woodson does. Away, away, away. The referee goes, watch this, bam! That's a pretty good right. Look at Fitzpatrick. Woodson, you talk about tough. That guy, Rod, he weighs 320 pounds. 6'7". Everybody's got a flag down there. There are 3 of them.
We got personal foul, defense, personal foul, offense. We've got an ejection of number 26 on the defense. Got a 1st down, out of bounds spot.
So Rod Woodson has been ejected. And personal fouls called on both Fitzpatrick and Woodson.
Because they're not going to hit him.
It is a 2nd and 13 from the 16. Mueller coming inside, breaking tackles, and gets down within the 5-yard line. 1st and goal from the 2. And is Mueller, and he's hit from behind.
This defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers, here they go again. I said, let's get this thing over with. They have not stopped hustling. I mean, you're going to work for a touchdown down here. I don't care if this game is out of hand. Adding today's in, they'll still only average 180 yards in 3 games, and that's you just can't win doing that.
This is a 2nd and goal from the 3.
Game offense, number 13, 5-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
It has been the work of the Raider defense today that has done it. 6 sacks, 2 fumbles, 1 interception. And the Raiders are not looking to rub it in as they just sit on it for the final seconds. So Art Shell not going for the extra points. The Raiders defeat the Steelers by the score of 20-3. Pittsburgh drops to 1-2. Shell now 8-0 here in the LA Coliseum as his club goes 3-0. Marv Albert with Paul McGuire saying thanks for tuning in. So long from the Coliseum in LA. Now to NFL Live.